First Chronicles chapter 1, verse 1 through chapter 2, verse 17. Adam, Seth, Enosh, Kenan, Mahalal, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah, Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Japheth's sons, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. Gomer's sons, Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. Javan's sons, Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Rodamin. Ham's sons, Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. Cush's sons, Seba, Havilah, Sapta, Rama, and Sabteka. Rama's sons, Sheba and Dedan. Cush fathered Nimrod, who was the first to become a great warrior on earth. Mizraim fathered Ludum, Anamim, Lahabam, Naphtuhim, Pathrazim, Kazluhim. The Philistines came from them, and Caphtorim. Canaan fathered Sidon as his firstborn, and then Heth, the Jebusites, Amorites, Girgashites, Havitites, Arkites, Sinites, Arvadites, Zemarites, and Hamathites. Shem's sons, Elam, Asher, Arpachshad, Lud, Aram, Uz, Hul, Gether, and Meshech. Arpachshad fathered Selah, and Selah fathered Eber. The two sons were born to Eber. One of them was named Peleg, because the earth was divided during his lifetime, and the name of his brother was Joktan. Joktan fathered Ammadad, Sheleph, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadaram, Uzal, Diklah, Ebal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All of these were Joktan's sons. Shem, Arpachshad, Shelah, Eber, Peleg, Ru, Serug, Nahar, Terah, and Abram. That is Abraham. Abraham's sons, Isaac and Ishmael. These are their family records. Nebaioth, Ishmael's firstborn, Kedar, Adbeel, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jeter, Naphish, and Kedemah. These were Ishmael's sons, and the sons were born to Keturah, Abraham's concubine, Zimram, Jokshan, Medan, Median, Ishbak, and Shua. Jokshan's sons, Sheba and Dedan. Midian's sons, Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abidah, and Eldah. All of these were Keturah's sons. Abraham fathered Isaac. Isaac's sons, Esau and Israel. Esau's sons, Eliphaz, Reuel, Jeush, Jalal, and Korah. Eliphaz's sons, Teman, Omar, Zephi, Gatam, and Kenaz, and by Timnah, Amalek. Reuel's sons, Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. The Edomites. Sires, sons, Lodam, Shobal, Zibeon, Anna, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishan. Lodan's sons, Hori and Hamam. Timah was Lodan's sister. Shobal's sons, Alian, Manahath, Ebal, Shephi, and Onam. Zibeon's sons, Aiah and Anah. Anah's son, Dishon. Dishon's sons, Hamran, Eshban, Ithran, and Cheran. Ezer's sons, Bilhan, Salvian, and Jaakan. Dishan's sons, Uz and Aran. These were the kings who ruled in the land of Edom before any king ruled over the Israelites. Bela, son of Beor. Bela's town was named Dine Haba. When Bela died, Jobab, son of Zerah, from Basra, ruled in his place. When Joab died, Husham, from the land of the Temanites, ruled in his place. When Husham died, Hadad, son of Bedad, who defeated Midian in the country of Moab, ruled in his place. Hadad's town was named Avith. When Hadad died, Samlah from Masrekah ruled in his place. When Samlah died, Shaul from Rehoboth on the Euphrates River ruled in his place. When Shaul died, Baalhanan, son of Akbar, ruled in his place. When Baalhanan died, Hadad ruled in his place. Hadad's city was named Pai, and his wife's name was Mehetabel, daughter of Matred, daughter of Mezahab. Then Hadad died. Edom's chiefs, Timnah, Alva, Jetheth, Oholibamah, Elah, Pinon, Kenaz, Teman, Mibzar, Magdiel, and Aram. And these were Edom's chiefs. These were Israel's sons: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Joseph, Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. Judah's descendants, Judah's sons, Onan, and Selah. These three were born to him by Bathshua, the Canaanite woman. Judah's firstborn, was evil in the Lord's sight, so he put him to death. Judah's daughter-in-law, Tamar, bore Perez and Zerah to him. Judah had 5 sons in all. Perez's sons, Hezron and Hamul. Zerah's sons, Zimri, Ethan, Heman, Calcol, and Dara, 5 in all. Carmi's sons, Achar, who brought trouble on Israel when he was unfaithful by taking the things set apart for destruction. Ethan's sons, Azrahah. Hezron's sons were born to him, Jerahmeel, Ram, and Shalubai. Ram fathered Aminadab, and Aminadab fathered Nahshon, a leader of Judah's descendants. Nahshon fathered Salma, and Salma fathered Boaz. Boaz fathered Obed, and Obed fathered Jesse. Jesse fathered Eliab, his firstborn. Abinadab was born second, Shema third, Nathaniel fourth, Radiah fifth, Ozem sixth, and David seventh. Their sisters were Zeruiah and Abigail. Zeruiah's 3 sons, Abishai, Joab, and Asahel. Amasiah's mother was Abigail, and his father was Jether the Ishmaelite. Acts chapter 23, verses 11 through 35. The following night the Lord stood by him and said, "Have courage, for as you have testified about me in Jerusalem, so you must also testify in Rome." When it was day, the Jews formed a conspiracy and bound themselves under a curse, neither to eat nor drink until they had killed Paul. There were more than 40 who had formed this plot. These men went to the chief priests and elders and said, "We have bound ourselves under a solemn curse that we won't eat anything until we have killed Paul. So now you, along with the Sanhedrin, make a request to the commander that he bring him down to you, as if you were going to investigate his case more thoroughly. However, before he gets near, we are ready to kill him." But the son of Paul's sister, hearing about their ambush, came and entered the barracks and reported it to Paul. Then Paul called one of the centurions and said, "Take this young man to the commander, because he has something to report to him." So he took him and brought him to the commander and said, "The prisoner Paul called me and asked me to bring this young man to you, because he has something to tell you." Then the commander took him by the hand and led him aside, and inquired privately, "What is it that you have to report to me?" "The Jews," he said, "have agreed to ask you to bring Paul down to the Sanhedrin tomorrow, as though they are going to hold a somewhat more careful inquiry about him. Don't let them persuade you, because there are more than 40 of them arranging to ambush him, men who have bound themselves under a curse not to eat or drink until they kill him. Now they are ready, waiting for a commandment from you." So the commander dismissed the young man and instructed him, "Don't tell anyone that you have informed me about this." He summoned 2 of his centurions and said, "Get 200 soldiers ready, with 70 cavalry and 200 spearmen to go to Caesarea at 9 tonight. Also provide mounts so that they can put Paul onto them and bring him safely to Felix the governor." He wrote a letter of this kind: "Claudius Lysias, to the most excellent governor Felix, greetings. When the man has been seized by the Jews and was about to be killed by them, I arrived with my troops and rescued him because I learned that he was a Roman citizen. Wanting to know the charge they were accusing him of, I brought him down before their Sanhedrin. I found out that the accusations were about disputed matters in their law, and that there was no charge that merited death or chains. When I was informed that there was a plot against the man, I sent him to you right away. I also ordered his accusers to state their case against him in your presence. Therefore the soldiers took Paul during the night and brought him to Antipatris as they were ordered. The next day they returned to the barracks, allowing the cavalry to go on with him. When these men entered Caesarea and delivered the letter to the governor, they also presented Paul to him. After he read it, he asked what province he was from. So when he had learned he was from Cilicia, he said, "I will give you a hearing whenever your accusers get here too." And he ordered that he be kept under guard in Herod's palace. Proverbs chapter 18, verses 14 and 15. The spirit of a man will sustain him in sickness, but who can bear a broken spirit? The heart of the prudent acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge.